out in LA where he does lots of improv and fun comedy stuff. And he's a good friend, and it's very nice to have him back. Please give it up for Eric Chung.
Hello, everybody. I worked in between school years in college. I worked at the Milton Bradley factory, actually. And the problem with working at a factory with so much plastic is it's almost inevitable that you will inhale it. So I started sneezing like G.I. Joes. I thought to myself, 3 more sinus infections and I've got the Cobra collection. So then what I did after college was I worked at the Museum of Science, and there's a speech that you have to give at the butterfly garden in Boston here at the Museum of Science. So I thought, well, I write jokes and I do stand-up, maybe I should write some jokes for that. So I said, hey, first of all, pictures are allowed, but for personal use only. I don't want any butterfly paparazzi. I don't want anybody selling any pictures of the Weekly World News with captions like "butterflies running for president" or anything like that. Also, if when you go into the butterfly garden, you may not touch any butterflies or plants. They may try and land on you, which is okay as long as it's just the butterflies and not the plants that try and land on you. The plants can't fly yet. So I had to leave the Museum of Science, and then I moved to LA. So I've been temping at UCLA a lot, and I wanted to get a souvenir that was like nothing like anything in Boston, so I got this from UCLA. See this bee? It's like it's from the Old West. You know, it's so crazy out there. And what the hell is a Bruin? You know? But I like living in LA right now. I like it out there. There's somebody asked me about my apartment. And I said, well, it's like it's like that place in Big that Tom Hanks lived in, and they said, oh, you mean that great loft with like the pinball machine and the video games and stuff? And I said, no, the first place. when he cried himself to sleep. But no, I love my neighborhood though. It's so great. There's like a great sidewalk which you don't have so often over here, because there's roads, and then there's like in between the road and the sidewalk there's like grass, and that's called a tree belt. Well, I call it a tree belt. My neighbors call it a dumpster. There's usually like box springs and like TVs that feet must have gone through, and bicycles. I've noticed like people leave bicycles on the street. They do that here too. They have they'll like just chain part of the bicycle to like a parking meter or something, and then they'll take the rest of it with them. That's so spiteful, Like I feel like now I have this stereotype in my head that bicyclists are just paranoid and stuff. But they're probably not. So today was Earth Day, I think, but they didn't have any Earth Fest today. They usually have Earth Fest in Boston. Like a few years ago, I went to Earth Fest, and and the bands that were playing there were Garbage and Midnight Oil. Apparently the band I like to Club Baby Seals had to cancel. So we're in a restaurant, aren't we? You know what they do in LA a lot? They have like a lot of styrofoam They don't have as much styrofoam over here, so I got some styrofoam cups for people if you want. I'm just gonna be over there with the styrofoam. These are real. They still make styrofoam cups, folks. See? This is a certificate of authenticity. Well, actually, it's a receipt. It's a Rite Aid receipt, but with an LA address. I'm gonna go back to LA now. Erin Judge, everybody!